which is very sad because historically, like even with Lord Jesus Christ, he advised his followers to give up many of your goods and follow me. And some of the highest and most greatest powerful saints, they didn't have so-called material things, but they had a wealth of wisdom and compassion and love, and people would feel empowered. But yeah, nowadays, if you don't have money, people don't want to hear you, they don't want to look at you. In fact, they'd rather just push you aside like you not exist unless you can be exploited. So this is all Kali Yuga. These are all symptoms of this age.
Hypocrisy would be accepted as a virtue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do we?
If somebody is good at deceiving and tricking, people say, "Oh, he's real smart. If he can cheat and get away with it, if he can fool people and get away with it, they'll say, wow, he's good. He's sharp. He's clever."
You sound like a magician.
Yeah, not just like a magician, but even like these politicians.
Because I know Trump, even with Trump said he'll do everything to help transgender people. And then yesterday there was a ban on the army. Mm-hmm. So I guess you can kind of say that's
that kind of because he said one thing and then he did another. And then many people say, oh, it's good, he's good, like that.
And it seems like if people in power, because you said politicians, if people in power, if the people in power's hypocrisy is viewed as a virtue, that will make the people lower materially. They will have to use hypocrisy to get to the top.
Very good point, Samuel. They'll in the Bhagavad Gita it says, whatever great souls do, lesser souls follow. And the example they set, the whole world proceeds. So if you have your leaders cheating and lying and stealing and getting away with it, and people actually giving them respect for that, then other people say, well, let me cheat and lie and steal. And let me be hypocritical, because that's the way to make it in this world. So these are Kali Yuga symptoms, and it's unfortunate because we have a way out. Just because it's Kali Yuga doesn't mean that we're stuck. But again, we have to make a choice to study, to read, to pray, to get with like-minded souls and explore, well, what is the truth? Get a better understanding.
Marriage would be arranged simply by verbal agreement. Now, why would that be such an issue? What if someone is like, well, I don't want to be tied to the government. We trust each other. We confide in each other. I trust you. You trust me. We've been together for years. Let's just say we're married.
Marriage is an institution that God created, and in different cultures, you didn't have to go get a license in some of the ancient cultures, but because there were ceremonies in which there were usually always ceremonies in which the husband and the wife, in front of the community and often in front of the God altar or the scriptures, would make a vow. And that way, it wasn't just two individuals, it was actually community.
Okay.
And that's what marriage is. And so therefore the community held the people responsible.
So you're saying and if you just make an agreement between two people, that's kind of more of a selfish
yes.
act. Because you said, what did you say, the African proverb, it starts in the home.
Yes, the ruins of a nation start in the home. So marriage is actually a tremendous vehicle for community success, for individual success, for couple success, if done right. Because here you have two people who are making a commitment for life that I'm going to work with you, I'm going to serve you, I'm going to be true to you, and we're going to raise our family and make a contribution to the larger community with our gifts. That's powerful. So you do that in a ceremony in which the whole community blesses you and holds you accountable. Like in the ancient cultures, they held people accountable. If the man didn't do the right, some people would the elders would take them
They
in the
still do
forest.
that. I see some
And
stuff.
yeah, and if the women didn't do right, the women would take her aside. And this way, you had a healthy situation for the children and for the whole community. You didn't have to worry about somebody stealing somebody else's wife or daughter, because people were held accountable. So marriage is a contract in a very powerful spiritual ceremony. But now we've made it this selfish act where, okay, you satisfy me for now, and I satisfy you for now, and then that's it. And when we're not satisfied, you go your way and I go mine. And, you know, as you see, Samuel, when people get divorced, the children are affected, the community is affected, the finances are affected.
So when you see your union with another person as an impact on the world rather than just you two
individuals,
it's more of a
yes,
accountability.
yes,
Okay.
yes, and more support. You really would have support. You know, I'm a minister, and sometimes I perform marriages. And one thing I'll say to the audience, I'll say, you're not just here as an onlooker. By your presence here, by you being a witness to this ceremony, this sacred ceremony, you're making a commitment that you're going to support this couple in whatever way they need. And if you can't do that, you should leave. Sometimes I'll say that. Sometimes people look at me, but they get the understanding the seriousness of it.